Hey, everybody, what's going on? Jeff Rieger, another episode of the Daily Ticket. This one for Thursday, November 16th, 2023. 1 week from Turkey Day, and it's still gorgeous outside. Today's going to be damn near 70. Yesterday, it was 65. Enjoy, people, because this is fleeting. Not going to be around forever. I don't even want to bring up the forecast of next week. It's in the 30s. Ugh. Going to be some good weather, though, for Michigan, Ohio State. Buckeyes don't play well in the cold. I think we know that. Anyway, thank you for joining another episode of the Daily Ticket. I do want to clarify on something I said yesterday. So I did tell you about the meeting with my bosses. They want more people following the podcast, the audio version. The YouTube numbers are through the roof, though, so they're pretty happy with those. So I asked you if you'd be so kind to subscribe to the Daily Ticket wherever you get your podcast. Leave a review if you'd be so kind. Doesn't even have to be a good review. And then I will take some reviews every couple weeks, 3 of them to be exact. And I'll take the reviews and I'll contact you and I'll put you on the Daily Ticket and we'll do a little trivia. I'll be the game show host. You will go against your fellow Daily Ticket subscribers. And then at the end, whoever wins, maybe I have the winner go against somebody from 97 won the ticket, a Valente or a Costa or a Rico Beard or a Doug Karsh or Stoney. Stoney would love doing it. Pat Caputo would love doing it. So I came up with this grand idea to get more subscribers. Then I realized I have no way of knowing who you are and how to get a hold of you. So I'm asking you for one more step. Please, wherever you get your podcast, subscribe to the Daily Ticket. Leave a review if you'd be so kind. And then there's one step further. Tweet out a picture, send it to me. It's Rieger1984. It's going across your scroll right there. At Rieger1984. Send me just a picture that you are a subscriber or that you left a review. And then I'll be happy to contact you. I'll get you on the show. Have a little fun. Every couple of weeks, we'll do it. We'll call it Ticket Trivia. I'll be the game show host. I will wear a suit on these days. I promise. Even though you can only see my chest up, I promise. On with the show. All right, so we got breaking news. We got breaking news about Connor Stalions, the former Michigan staffer that is thought to be the mastermind of the Michigan cheating scandal. He's now resigned, as you know. But we have new news. Larry Lage does a great job for the Associated Press. He filed a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request to Michigan. He wanted to know, everybody wants to know, did Connor ever file an expense report while working at Michigan? He worked for the Wolverines for 17 months. And according to the FOIA, not once, not even once did he file an expense report. So I saw on social media, people are going crazy. Yeah, see ya, told ya. Harbaugh didn't know. Connor was a lone wolf. He wanted to impress the Wolverine staff. He was a code breaker who wanted to become the next head coach of Michigan football. He did this all on his own. Made $55,000. Maybe his parents has money. Maybe he's got money. Maybe he's got a pension. But apparently he paid out all this money on his own. Send people to games, send them to videotape them, put together this entire sign-stealing thing by himself. The network's on him. Nobody knew. This proves it because he never filed an expense report. Really? You don't think that, do you? You can't think that. This proves absolutely nothing. You would have to be the dumbest person on the earth to file an expense report for breaking the rules. If Michigan was paying Connor Stalions, and I'm not saying they were or were not, but if Michigan was paying Connor Stalions, do you think they're going to pay him to cheat through an expense report? What do you think Connor on the little subheader says? This is for cheating. This is for sending my spies to the SEC title game. This is for sending my spies to Columbus 8 times. You think that's how it went down? No. If Michigan was going to pay Connor Stalions, which maybe they did, I have no proof either way. they pay him not on an expense report. They pay him from their own money. Jim Harbaugh gives them money. Jay Harbaugh gives them money. Jesse Minter gives them money. Some booster gives them money. Some donor gives them money. You never know about it. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Well, you know what? He never filed an expense report, so this means he worked alone, did it on his own. He's a lone wolf, and nobody knew about it because he never filed an expense report. Come on. I found that funny when I heard it. Now, listen, I don't know. Nobody knows. We're all trying to find out. But if Michigan was thought to have paid for this, which, by the way, it's not the craziest thing in the world, considering it's expensive to send a whole lot of people to a whole lot of football games and put them up at hotels and have them videotape games, send it back to you. It's expensive. For one man to pay for that on his own, that would be very pricey. Am I led to believe that Connor did it on his own? I have no idea what to believe. But I do know that if Michigan was flipping the bill for it, it wouldn't be through an expense report. They just give him money, undetectable. Come on. You're better than that. But I do have more potential news why Jim might have not known. Maybe Harbaugh had no clue. Now, I know it's hard to figure it out, right? It really is. But what does his brother think, the coach of the Baltimore Ravens? They're playing tonight. John Harbaugh was asked about Jim's issues. Let me play for you what John had to say. And I do think there's a little bit of a nugget of interesting tidbit in here. Here's John Harbaugh when he was asked about Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I talked to him quite a bit. I have a lot of opinions on it, obviously. I'm his brother, and I'm proud as heck of him. I'm really impressed with the way he's handled himself through all this. And it's been a long run. And about everything can be done to, his phones, his computers, and all this stuff have been looked at, and he's come through this thing with flying colors. And they really have, I don't know what they're trying to get, but they don't have anything of substance, and I just think I'm proud of him. I think it's a real compliment to our family and to him. Something for us to be proud of, because as kids can see this, you get kind of in this kind of a situation where you come under fire for whatever reasons, and you come out in a really good place doing the right thing all the time. And
So John is proud of Jim. He should be proud of him. He's his brother. Now, I don't know if you are proud of a guy that gets himself embroiled in something like this. I mean, people, listen. Whether Jim knew, whether Jim doesn't know, it doesn't matter. He's the CEO of Michigan. I think you know this already. Bo had the quote in the book saying either you know and it's going on in your program, or you're too dumb and you don't know. And if that's the case, why the hell are you getting paid millions of dollars? Right? Right. So I really don't think it matters whether he knew or didn't know. I don't think it matters on Friday when they have the court date to figure out if he can coach against Maryland. It happened on his watch. So it doesn't matter. And by the way, Jim Tressel didn't know, we think. He got fired. Urban Meyer, did he know about Zach Smith? Domestic violence. He got fired. What about Pat Fitzgerald, Northwestern? Did he know the hazing was going on in his locker room? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He got whacked. So we got to stop it, by the way, with, well, Jim didn't know, so you can't suspend him. Those other three coaches I just named got freaking fired. Jim Harbaugh should be happy he's got a gig. So I'm not going to go that far. All right? Whether he knew, whether he didn't know, John doesn't think he knew. The little nugget of information in there that I thought was interesting. He said that they looked at his phone and his computer, and they came up clean, and they can't find any evidence against him. Now, again, I don't know if it's something to be proud of as a family, like John said, but maybe Jim didn't know. But again, it doesn't matter because it happened on his watch. All right? So that's the update. That's my Harbaugh update on if he knew or didn't know. Connor Stalions never filed an expense report. And John Harbaugh, Jim's brother, said they found nothing on his computer or phone. And furthermore, The Harbaugh family is proud of Jim. That's what I got for you. But I wanted to switch gears just a quick sec, if I could. Would I? Can I? Thank you. Because you might think I'm against Harbaugh. You might think I'm against Michigan. You might think I'm a filthy Sparty, for all I know. I got a lot of hate on 2 podcasts ago when I was going after Michigan, telling them to stop playing the victims and telling them to stop crying and whining. But something that Jim Harbaugh did at his press conference on Monday, I respect the hell out of. Because I am a troll at heart. Just the other day, Michigan State lost to Duke. I wasted no time tweeting January, February, Izzo losing to Duke in November. I thought that was pretty clever. Pat myself in the back right there. Thank you. I am a troll. Jim Harbaugh did some masterclass trolling on Monday. Jim Harbaugh thought to himself potentially, what can I say to get people so triggered that they're going to go on ESPN and yell their heads off? I know. I'm going to say Michigan is America's team. Have you heard this cut, by the way? I think this is amazing. Great job by Harbaugh. It reminds me of this meme. Have you seen the meme on the internet? The little girl is swinging, enjoying herself, having the time of her life. Meanwhile, there's fire all around her, consuming the entire area. She pays no attention to the fire or the danger. She just goes on swinging. This is what Harbaugh does with this comment. Take a listen to Jimmy. This is amazing.
The perseverance, and then the stalwartness of these guys. I mean, watching, I would have to say, everybody. It's got to be America's team. It's got to be America's team. America loves a team that beats the odds, beats the adversity, overcomes what the naysayers and critics, so-called experts think. That's my favorite kind of team. And watching it from that view on the television, it was finally people get to see what I see every day, in these players and these coaches.
All right, so I love that cut. I heard our morning show go crazy. Stoney seemed to get uppity about it. Chris Russo, the dog, went on ESPN. He's yelling at the top of his lungs, how can Jim say that? How can Jim say that? He's not Gandhi. They're not America's team. Nobody likes traitors. Harbaugh was trolling everybody. Shannon Sharp got upset about it. Stephen A. Smith got upset about it. Harbaugh was trolling everybody. He's got fire all around him. And he went to the podium and he pretty much said, fuck it. Let's have some fun. I love it. America's team. Really? I think it's hysterical. I don't think this is America's team. In fact, I think most of America hates this team. I think Michigan fans love this team. And that's probably the only people that like this team. It's so good, though. It's so good. Jim Harbaugh was so good on Monday. I got more for you. This guy's a treasure. And by the way, I am not making fun of him. I am not even being sarcastic. I am a radio guy. I have for the last 25 years done this job. I love a good quote. And Harbaugh was full of them on Monday at his press conference. So he takes the podium and somebody points out that he sounds a little raspy. Is he feeling all right? Jim Harbaugh can cure illnesses. Take a listen to this cut. This is unreal too.
I don't know what I have, some kind of virus or something. Trainer told me, but I'm not sick. Feel great. Got a tremendous workout in today. Thank you, Coach Sean Lockwood, for that. I'm the iron wall that viruses bash against and shatter. But something's going on there. But just work it out, get it worked out. Work it out of the system. Do some more push-ups. Eat an apple. I don't know what I have. Some kind of.
Oh, that's amazing too, isn't it? Do some push-ups. Eat an apple. I'm the iron wall that viruses bounce against. Oh, he's the gift that keeps giving, a true American hero, coaching America's team. What do you think of these comments? People wanted him to talk about the sign stealing and the potential court date on Friday, tomorrow, and if he's going to get the coach against Maryland and be on the field when Michigan wins their 1,000th game as an institution. And Harbaugh just stepped to the podium and had a little fun. I got one more cup for you. I got to play this too. This is amazing. So Jim Harbaugh is on record. One of the wacky things he said over the years, that chickens are nervous birds, correct? Comes to find out that Jim Harbaugh apparently has chickens. He loves his chickens. He talked about his chickens. Take a listen to this cut.
We have chickens. I have chickens. Yeah, we have chickens. That was COVID year, 2020. Yeah, Easter. Went to the Tractor Supply, and that's before I think they even shut things down. But went to Tractor Supply, got the chickens, brought them home for Easter, and just little chicks, your kids, and they love them. They love those chickens for about a week. The chicks, and then the chicks became teenager chickens, and then became adult chickens. All hens, egg layers. I'm the one who takes care of them. And the respect that I have for chickens. I know there was a time when I said that chicken is a nervous bird. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat meat. But I was dead wrong. I stand corrected. These chickens are low maintenance and high production. I mean, they lay an egg every 26, 27 hours, and they need water, they need food, and then I play with them too. I let them out in the yard, and we run around, and they're happy to see me. They're happy to see me. There's times when I'm doing good things for other people, and they're not as happy to see me as my chickens are. So it's good. It's good for my mental health as well. And
so he likes his chickens. So what have we learned? That if Jim Harbaugh doesn't make it in college football coaching or even goes back to the NFL, man, does that dude have a future as a stand-up comedian. That was the funniest press conference I've ever watched. All 26 minutes of it. Absolutely hysterical. So let's recap, shall we? The Associated Press is reporting that Connor Stalions never, ever, ever filed an expense report in 17 months at Michigan. What does that prove? Nothing. Other than Michigan's not really stupid. Because if he was filing expense reports and he was cheating and getting reimbursed for the cheating, oh my goodness, I would shut Michigan down just for pure stupidity. We found out that, according to John Harbaugh, Jim's brother, Jim's computer and phone came up clean. So maybe he didn't know. I don't think it matters if he knew. Happened on his watch. But more than anything, Jim Harbaugh has this ability to, when everything is going insane around him, to get you to care about his chickens and his ability to cure virus and everything else that I played for you. Very entertaining. That's the Daily Ticket, people. That is the Daily Ticket. Court case tomorrow. We find out what happens, and we'll let you know about it. I don't know if this episode was entertaining to you, but I freaking loved it. Listening to Harbaugh, so good. So good. Let's get to some quick comments, shall we? Here we go. This is from yesterday. I did the podcast on Dan Campbell telling his family sometimes you got to wear diapers because I'm going to go for it on fourth down. We were talking about Lions diaper type moments. Somebody says, Hannah Harris, 3022, says, oh my God, Bouncy is so cute. My dog interrupted me during the podcast at home, had to let her out, had to feed her. So I showed her. She's very cute. 12 and a half. She's in fantastic shape. And then the bad comment. This one comes from George P. Rutherford. All right. Says, Jeff, you suck. You hate Michigan. You're a loser. I don't trust anything you say. Do me a favor and stop broadcasting on YouTube, because I've stopped watching. Very succinct, to the point. There you go. Tomorrow on the Daily Ticket, I have a new candidate for Michigan State. If Urban Meyer doesn't work out, and at this point, I don't know if he's going to work out. Haven't heard any updates for quite some time. But if Urban doesn't work out, I have the next guy that would get you almost as excited as Urban Meyer would if you're a Michigan State fan. So we'll do that tomorrow on the Daily Ticket, guys. Enjoy the weather. Who knows how long it's going to last around. It's been fun. Jim Harbaugh is an American treasure coaching America's team. And Connor Stalions never filed an expense report. God, I love this story. Catch you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.